Hello everybody, my name is SkillsXKills27 and I am just checking to make sure, yes, we are recording. Okay, I have to keep checking because I just did a lot of work. Like, a lot of work, a lot of stuff. I did so much, and turns out that my recording wasn't even working. Yeah, doesn't it suck? I did do a lot, and I did prepare a lot, and I'm gonna have to go over it all this episode, which is gonna make the episode extra long, or actually, it's gonna make us not get as much done this episode actually. But I guess we're gonna have to finish it up as much as we can, or as best as we can, to see what we can do. Now, I just want to check something real quick. Looks like our bone meal production is going very close, and we are actually out of bone meal, it seems. So what I would like to do real quick is to grab some bones and go ahead and create. I'm also wearing one of my heads. Yeah, that's pretty fun. I would like to create a pattern so that we can craft. Oh, there we go. Encode. So we can craft some bone meal. Okay, and that's just simply setting up, preparing for today, for what we're going to be doing today, which, as you all know, I said last episode, but we never actually got to doing it. In the episode that I recorded that didn't really record, I ended up doing a bunch of other stuff first, but I guess that's what we're doing today. Now, before we show what I did off camera before, or I mean on camera, but yet off camera. Okay, before I show what I've already done, apparently these safari nets, it's a mystery, each have a mystery inside them. So I'm going to bring this iron sword over here and see what the mystery is. Ooh, a wolf! Oh god, did I really just get rid of all my bones? I think I did. Please tell me I didn't. Oh, my bones are still there. Good stuff. Good stuff. We've got a puppy. You want some bones? Yes, you do. Yum, 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 yum. There we go. Now we've got a puppy. That's cool. And we can actually capture him in a safari net and reproduce them rapidly. But let's do the next one. And of course we want it right next to our sword. Let's get this guy active just in case it's like a zombie or something. Oh, and it's a sheep. Isn't that fantastic? Let's take a look at the next one, which is a cow. Well, those are actually some really good safari nets, I guess. Looks like I'm gonna have to find somehow to get them up, because now I've got 2 cows. Maybe I can craft a safari net. Let's see. How much do safari nets cost? Safari net. Is that how you spell it? It is how you spell it. Interesting. What about the reusable safari nets? 4 ender pearls and a ghast here. I think I can make do with that. I wonder if we have any ghast here is the question. Oh, no we don't. We might actually have some back at the house. In fact, I have to go back to the house anyway, because I know I've got a bunch of stuff hidden in the chests, actually, that I haven't brought back yet. So yeah, I didn't do much building, really, off camera, and we're still lagging, actually. Just like usual, though, that's nothing new. But I didn't do any building off camera, except for I did the mob spawner, you know, the platform I built for spawning mobs. I just enclosed that in so that all we have to do is remove the torches now and it's fully active. There we do. Whoa. Mixture of words there. I was supposed to say there we go, but I said there we do. Pretty weird. Now, again, sorry about the lag. Sorry about my hiccups. I just ate Subway. Subway's delicious. And, but yeah, so let's go craft, or at least see if we can craft one of these guys. And actually, while we're up here, I want to show you something, an improvement that I've made over here to our tree farm. So what I've done is we've got our tree farm here, which big problem is the items falling a lot. Whoa, that we can't actually get. So what I've done is I've actually set up an autonomous activator, which is constantly supposed to be fed with bone meal. And this bone meal is just constantly growing trees and stuff so that we can get our charcoal production going a little bit more. And even with this rapid rate of wood collect, we're actually able to get an overflow of wood. Wow. 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 That was loud. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, so the trees grow and then the wood gets overflowed here. So then we get extra wood overflowing back into our base. Okay. Wow. Wow, people are loud. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna go calm some people down. Well, it turns out that was quite clear, wasn't it? You all heard that quite well. I'm not gonna cut that out of the video or anything like that. Just want to teach him a lesson for being an idiot. Um, so yeah, I've been telling him to shut up a lot, but he never really does. So that teaches him a lesson, I guess, right? So anyway, now all of you know. You heard it. Anyway, so I think that was a reaction to the Boston fans saying some very inappropriate things to Subban when he scored, which I haven't heard anything about until now, so I'm not going to get involved. Anyway, so what were we doing? We were crafting a safari net. Let's go ahead and actually craft it now. Please and thank you. Now we only have enough ender pearls for one, but that's okay because that means we can. It's enough that we can move our sheep and our cows over because it's reusable. Thanks to that. Where'd you go, Mr. Sheep? Eat. Can you please come? Come in my. Thank you. And now let's jump upstairs if we can. This is pretty laggy, actually. Not liking it very much. So yeah, let's try that. Let's put, I believe we said chickens and sheep in here, so let's do a sheep in there. And, wow. Okay, seriously, they are very loud. I don't know how much you can hear of that, but they're still very loud. I'm gonna have to tell them to shut up again. Okay, anyway. So let's move our cow over as well. And I'm going to try to drown out the noise in the background by talking as much as I possibly can in this video. Now we need our cow. We want them in here with our sewers and such to gather up everything we need. And over here, we've got one more cow, I'm pretty sure. Yes, we do. Right over here. And we can grab this cow. Yoink. And bring him to the exact same spot. Now you just saw something there that we did. That I did while I thought I was recording, so I'm gonna have to explain that in a moment here, but just give me a moment. Okay, perfect. So anyway, let's take a look at what we did when I thought I was recording. So I thought I was recording, and what I did was I put these chests here for random stuff, including my pickaxe, and I did end up losing my wonderful sword, the beast number 2. Yes, it's so sad. I'm gonna have to make another one, the beast number 3. Turns out that Q is right next to W, and when you go to hit W, occasionally you hit Q when you're over the void. And it's not very happy and not very nice. But anyway, so what I've got here set up is for the tree farm. Remember that autonomous activator with the bone meal. What I've got here is a precision export bus. Now, it doesn't have to be a precision export bus. I just had one laying around. It can be a basic export bus, since it's only bringing one item out. So, basically what this will say is move items into this chest. Now, I'm going to say move single item / craft, which means if you can craft the item, like I said, using bones, by putting in that pattern that I just put in today, then it will do so and put bone meal in this chest. Now this item duct will pull it out and pump it all the way over to that autonomous activator. And the reason for that is just simply because item ducts are a lot cheaper than export buses or ME cables in general. And then another thing I did also was I went into the redstone age for my power. So I created 2 more dynamos here. So now we have 5 in the floor. It's a lot neater than the way it was here. And then we've actually got 3 redstone energy cells that I've got set up. So one of them is basically the main import. Okay, so this will be receiving power from the bottom and into it, and it will feed power everywhere else. Okay, for now. I would also like to have a tesseract right on top of that, but we'll get into that in a moment. Well, not even in a moment, in a later episode, I guess. Then we've got the secondary energy cell buffer, which is our storage buffer, which basically is kind of like a 10, like, is it 100 million? 100 million, is it 100 million? I think it's 100 million. Let's see, I can't see. I think that's 10 million actually. So it's a 10 million redstone flux backup supply basically. So if this guy runs out of power, then, or if we stop feeding it power, then we'll have enough time that we can fix the problem with this amount of energy, those two combined. As well, I've got another conduit going up here to our machine buffer. So when I use my machines, it's going to be using this. So same situation. If our energy runs out, this guy will stay with its power, and so will this guy, and so will this guy. So our storage will be backed up, and our machine, so that if we have to smelt something up, like maybe take some wood and turn it into charcoal so that we can create some power, then we've got enough of a buffer, enough of a backup to supply it and to keep everything going. Now they are still very loud in the background, but just wait for it. Now another thing I did, I don't know if I explained this last episode, was I created these redstone furnaces, and as well put some fuzzy export buses. And what these guys do is they allow you to simplify what you want to go in the furnaces. So basically what I've done is I put all of our ore dusts in each of these export buses, and I've said stack mode, or whoops, not stack, move single item / craft for all of them, which means that in our system, if we have dust, if we've got iron ore dust, so we take a look here, we've got broken aluminum ore, it will try to craft aluminum ore gravel just so that it can put it in this furnace and smelt it. If there's not enough, then obviously it won't be able to. The only issue with this is that means our system is constantly trying to craft stuff. So as you can see, it's constantly trying to craft every type of ore in the book here, and it is quite difficult to deal with, but that's the way it is. Now another thing I did as well was I began creating a 16 million storage cell. Now I don't know where that went because it was supposed to be in here. I don't know where that went because I started crafting it. I don't think it finished. It wasn't supposed to be finished. 16 million. Yes, we still haven't finished it yet. That's because of something that we're gonna real quick do today, I think. Or I would like to do quickly today, which is set up an auto-smelting system that can allow us to smelt up different ME things that need to be put in a furnace. So we can do that in a moment. But I'm still going over everything that I did off camera. Now, another thing I did here was I created a bunch more of these crucibles, and some more crucibles over there. And what I've figured out now is that per 2 crucibles, two crucibles are able to support 1 magmatic dynamo. Okay, that's because, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. That was the case, but apparently it's not the case anymore. I still, actually, knowing that, now I still haven't figured out exactly how much is the case. Now I'm going to try 6 crucibles here by blocking it off here. So 6 crucibles feeding 2 dynamos should hopefully be enough, which it looks to be enough to keep this guy running, keep 2 dynamos running here. So that's 3 per dynamo. But yeah, so over here, what we've got set up is when we were sifting through soul sand earlier, we ended up getting these things called blood saplings. Okay, there they are, blood saplings. Now, blood trees, you may have heard this before from a lot of other people. In fact, their leaves have a chance of dropping redstone. In fact, they've got a much greater chance than the chance of getting redstone from sifting dust. So what I've set up here is a simple little system that has some basic export buses that say supply this one with blood saplings, and the same thing over there supplying this one with bone meal. And the blood sapling will be placed on this soul sand, then will be bone mealed, grow, and then the harvester over here will actually cut it down, put all its items in this chest, where there are 3 basic import buses, which are all pumping out 1 item about every second. So that eventually clears out this entire chest of items that flow in. Now you may have noticed that it hasn't been running for very long. It's only been running for maybe 20 minutes, and it's already at a high amount of redstone and amounts of wood. So as we can see here, we almost have the most bloodwood here out of every other item, and our redstone is going up massively along with our bloodwood saplings. Now this is good, because if we take a look at uses for bloodwood saplings, let's see if I can find a blood sapling, because I want to see if we can actually use these guys for anything. I know we can use them for fuel, just like normal, but seems like that's all we can use them for, which actually isn't that good. I thought we could use them in a biomass generator or something like that, but apparently we can't, which kind of sucks. But oh well, it is what it is. I guess I'll be able to find a cool way that we can use those. Like, I think we can probably use them in steam dynamos, possibly. If not, we can use them in generators from extra utilities, which are cool. But anyway, so that's what I set up off camera. I did a few things off camera. I also created some of these tanks here, some of these tanks from open blocks, which are able to store lava here, just as a simple lava buffer, because for a moment there we weren't producing enough lava for all of these dynamos, and but now that we are, so I had to cut off this fluid duct so that we could get everything working. And while that was cut off, this tank actually had so much that it kept this guy running for about an hour, in fact, an hour of time, so that I could keep my ore processing going. Now, I'm pretty sure I showed you this, and if I didn't, I apologize. I also created our wood system here, which just has some simple two simple steam dynamos here, along with a sludge boiler over here. So the sludge boiler takes the sludge from our machine and the power from our dynamos to create items. Now those items are sent back into our system, and those items can consist of dirt, mycelium, soul sand, and different various things like mushrooms and clay, which is the most important thing. We no longer have to make clay from buckets, which is pretty cool. And then these steam dynamos, as you can see, are being given items from this redstone furnace, which is being constantly supplied with wood from the farm here. Since the bone meal is being used, it works quite well. And as well, over here, we have a backup thing so that if the dynamos both fill up full of charcoal, then the charcoal will be routed back into our system here, into our ME system. Now, everything basically routes into this one pipeline, including the sapling output, or the extra sapling output, and many other things. So as we can see in this planter, the saplings are actually completely full, but we still aren't having problems. That's because if we completely run out of saplings, then it will just continue to go down this line, because this is a dense item ducts, which means that this will be the last resort. Now these are multiple dense item ducts, so that nothing will ever come down this path. They'll only go this way. And then again, a flue duct just to bring sludge over to here. And then the power, these two dynamos are actually sufficient enough to power the planter the harvester, the redstone furnace, and the sludge boiler all at once, which is pretty cool. And with that, I think that's everything. I think I've covered everything now. Now, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to do very many things anymore this episode because of that, but I'll be able to try my best. So, here's what we're going to try to do, is we're going to try, now that we've got a constant supply of bloodwood, I would like to see if this bloodwood can be used to make charcoal, which, if it is, that would be really cool. Bloodwood can be used as fuel or shaped crafting, which isn't the best, but it seems to be efficient enough, I guess. Oh well, and we're dying by something. Oh, a skeleton. No, doggy, doggy, doggy. Thank you, doggy. I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate it. He actually saved my life there because I was lagging and I wouldn't have been able to kill that guy if it weren't for that. Now I'm not sure how this guy spawned. If we hit F7, we should be able to see how he spawned or where he spawned in general. I don't think he would have been able to spawn anywhere over here. Let's just hit F7 once again just to make sure that we've got every area covered here. He may have fallen down through a hole somewhere or something of that matter, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he's dead and my doggy is safe. Thank you, doggy. You're very nice. I'm gonna have to name you someday. And you can actually craft name tags, I hear, in this. But anyway, so let's move on. What I've got here is, I believe I've got a generator. Whoops, my mouse just derped on me. Let's take a look at our generator, because I believe I created one. Yes, I did, a furnace generator. Now, the furnace generator will take any fuel that a furnace will take. Okay, and the best thing about this is it's got an internal power storage, and it can hold that power storage. So I was testing with it a minute ago. One piece of charcoal / coal can produce 24,000 RF in this furnace generator, which is the same as a steam dynamo. Pretty cool. What I want to test is, will this bloodwood work in this furnace generator? And it does. That's pretty cool. Okay, now even though it only lasts for 2 seconds, it's still quite good. For example, we put a stack in there. It doesn't seem to have a buffer though, which is a problem. But it does seem to be able to give us a nice steady supply of power. I'm not sure. I guess I can look into that a little bit later on. It's not the best type to use, and definitely not the most efficient. So I'm not going to go with it for now, but we can always look at that as an option in the future. Okay. Now, oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh boy, I feel a sneeze coming on. No. Okay. I think we're good. But anyway, so I forgot to explain one quick thing. Is also this ME interface. This is where the item dock actually routes to, and this is where all of our items come. Okay, and basically this is just a conversion between all the items that can come through buildcraft or thermal expansion or logistics pipes or anything, and into my ME system over here. So as you can see, it's bringing all of those items from the item dock into the interface, which is able to directly input it into my ME system. Pretty cool. So this is something that we're actually going to be using a lot of. So we take a look at the ME interface, and we're actually going to be using this right away. So let's take a look at the ME interface, and let's see if we can craft it. Now, also for those of you who noticed, I turned off the search box mode, which allows me to sync my searching with my NEI. The reason why I turned this off was because it actually was causing me quite a bit of lag. Searching things up was slow and ended up resulting in a lot of lag, which I did not like. So that is something that we're definitely going to have to look into in the near future. Okay. Now, if we take a look here at craftable items only, then we can see that I created something that is able to craft these guys. Perfect. Let's begin crafting one. And thanks to my amazing crafting system, I should be able to, I should have one right at the bottom here. at the bottom of my system here. If we take a look, somewhere, I know we've got one of them somewhere. There they are. Or there it is. Our basic processor assembly. And we can always throw it in our furnace, our manual furnace up here. Now I'm going to take a look as well at making another induction furnace. Or yeah, it's a redstone furnace, actually. But for now I want to get my interface going, and then we can get that going. So let's grab you, conversion matrix, and as well our interface. Beautiful. Now we're going to need our furnace. So let's take a look at our redstone furnace. I know we're going to need clay for it. So let's take a look at our redstone furnace. Just leave that fern, and that'll be enough. Perfect. And we need some bricks. Now I don't know how many bricks we have, but if we take a look at clay, you can see we've got 904 clay. That's good. That's a lot of clay. And that's thanks to our sludge boiler. Pretty nice. Now as well, we're going to need this guy. Now what are we missing? Well, we're missing the clay bricks. Okay, do we have any bricks smelted up? It turns out we do. We've got enough. Wow, that's pretty cool. I thought I saved them for something else. Turns out I did. Now as well, we're going to need a machine frame and a redstone reception coil. Going to need lots of those in the future. So I put these into my crafting recipe. And I'm just going to craft, I don't know, that many. 10. Good enough. And let's go ahead and as well get our redstone reception coil going. And also for those of you who have watched stuff or know a lot about this, about the way NEI works, or the way applied energistics works. If anybody knows how you can delete everything you've written in both this and this, then please let me know. I clicked the delete button or the shift delete button, and nothing really seems to be working. We can see shift delete, control delete, 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 delete. Nothing really works. Even shift backspace or control back. Oh, it is control backspace, I guess. Wow. Control backspace. Well, I figured it out. Never mind. That worked pretty nicely, actually. So let's go ahead and grab our redstone furnace. Thank you. And as well, we're also going to need something fancy. Let's see, we're going to need some item ducts. And because we can, I'm going to use some pneumatic servos along with this. Let's search up pneumatic servos. Don't forget pneumatic starts with a P. And control backspace. Ooh, I love that now. I'm actually getting used to it. And for some reason we can't go down our elevator. There we go. Now, I'm actually going to start this guy over here, and that's simply because of the handy-dandy connection that we can have here. Now, by placing my interface on top of my redstone furnace, this will give us access. Whoops, I didn't want that. I wanted this. This will give us access to our ME system. Now, we're going to want an input and an output along the back, and with our furnace. And this will allow us to do this, and allow us to just real quick disconnect this from here. We don't want these connecting there. And then what we want to do is hook up a servo to make that output from the furnace quite well. We might actually not need a servo. I'm going to see if that works. Now all we need to do is get a recipe. For example, let's grab oh, I don't know. Let's grab some of those ME processors, which we know we've created. ME basic processors. Let's look up processors. There we go. Very nice. So let's craft, in fact, let's craft two of them. Two of this one, and two of this one, which have begun crafting. And should have crafted. Maybe I might have to refresh this. No. For some reason that's not showing. If we go to items of 2, we do not have them here. I wonder why I did not craft them. Way out of sufficient resources. I wonder. Let's take a look. Previous. Oh yes, we are trying to craft these, but for some reason it bugged out, so by shift clicking them, we can cancel them. Cancel the crafting of them. So I'm going to cancel crafting of that. Okay, for some reason that did not work. That's quite weird. Let's try it again. Processor. And let's try crafting one. Begin. Maybe I have the wrong recipe. 1 silicon, 1 gold, 2 redstone, 1 with quartz, 1 quartz cutting knife. And this guy, 1 silicon, 1 diamond, 2 redstone, 1 quartz cutting knife. Interesting. I wonder why that's not working. This guy's Certus quartz with iron and sticks. Interesting. I wonder why that doesn't seem to be working. Oh, there it goes. We got one. I wonder why that was acting weird. Maybe we can't produce 2 at once or something. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me about that. Sorry. So yeah. Anyway, so now let's head up to our system here, and let's get these guys cooking. And while those guys are cooking, let's grab some redstone. That was a failed spelling. With some redstone energy conduits. Very nice, very nice. And let's grab you and put you in there. Oh crap, I failed that too, didn't I? I did. Oh boy, that was a failure. Well, I guess we're gonna have to make another one. Begin, please, and thank you. Thank you. And let's see. You, good. We only actually needed to do that to 1, so now we can do this, and I would like to say you. Oh wait, you are going to be our output just by right-clicking there. You'll be our input and encode. Okay. Now same thing here. You'll be our input, and you will be our output. Pretty nice. Encode that as well, and then we can clear those. And now what we can do is hook up these two into here, and basically that will allow us to do that. Pretty nice, isn't it? The only thing stopping us from doing that is the power supply, so we're just going to need to grab some power and get it over here somehow. So, just underneath the floor real quick, I'm going to try to run some power conduits. We should be able to get some over here, and just as long as we can run some through the floor here, through that bucket of water, which right now we don't need. Please let me go. Place, please. Thank you. And that should connect to our power system and be able to come over here, where I should probably make another energy buffer, just because we're going to extend our machines rapidly on this side. But for now, we're going to stick to just this. Perfect. Filling up with lots of power. That's very nice. And I just want to give this a quick test. If we were to put our basic processor assembly in here and let it smelt up, I would like to see it come out the backside and into here. There we go. That's beautiful. We don't even need the servo. That's pretty beautiful, isn't it? Now what we should be able to do is, this is another thing that I was doing off camera, was producing a 16 million storage unit. Okay, I added every component to our system here so that we could craft it, and now we take a look and see here, it should show 16 mil, and you should be crafting. Now it's crafting one of these, which means that it's crafting it and smelting it up just like so in our system here, and that's pretty cool. And now we should see that it should be done crafting one of those, which is pretty nice, and now it's crafting it again. So that's basically the way it's going to work. Now, real quick, I just want to watch this go. As you can see, we still need to craft a few more of these guys, and as a bunch of these guys, but I want to see, actually, what do we actually have in our system? Turns out that we don't have anything left in our system. Not sure where that 16 million storage went, but because I was already crafting one before. Maybe it stopped crafting. I don't know. Guess we'll see. But now it's crafting. It might take a little bit of time, just simply because it needs to do that. I also set up a quick crafting recipe, as you can see, for Certus quartz, because you can craft the dust into Certus quartz, and that's just because we have a lot of dust coming from our sifting system, but no Certus quartz itself. So we just need to be able to craft them. So that may take a little bit of time because we do need to smelt them up each time we use them. But it will, by the end of the day, should hopefully finish crafting. Now if we get rid of you, no, it continues to come. So yeah, this hopefully will continue to craft, and while that's crafting, we have to look in our quest book, because off camera, or on camera, I completed a bunch of quests. Click here to start. First, learning to skyblock, open. Now, this has been a long time waiting. I created some moving power. This, very simple recipes. The red net energy cable, if we just take a look at NEI, wasn't very complicated. We did need some electrum, but that, again, is just silver and gold. So we take a look here, we just needed some red net cables, some redstone, and some electrum. The red net cables are just some plastic sheets with some redstone. Pretty simple stuff. And then as well, the leadstone energy and hardened energy conduits you've seen us make before. The redstone energy conduits are actually quite different. So why don't I show you how we craft those, for those of you who've never crafted them before. The redstone energy conduits first have to be, well, first you have to make the empty redstone energy conduits, which are just some electrum and hardened glass. Hardened glass, for those of you who don't know, are lead and pulverized obsidian. Pulverized obsidian is obtained by pulverizing obsidian. Then, by hitting backspace here, we can see that we fill up our redstone energy conduit in a fluid transposer with destabilized redstone to get a redstone energy conduit. Remember that magma crucible and fluid transposer I set up? Well, that's basically what they were doing. Is you put some redstone in here, melts down into destabilized redstone, gets put into this fluid transposer where it fills up our beautiful redstone energy conduits. Very nice, very nice. Now, please let me head down, thank you. So yeah, that reward is done. Quite a small reward here actually, so I'm just going to claim it real quick. I got a quarter of a heart and a greater reward bag. What did we get? Whoa, we got a full heart. Too bad it's a rotten heart. Doesn't that suck? Gonna have to definitely, I think I want to make an item frame out of that. I wonder if we can make item frames. I don't think we can. That quarter of a heart is actually quite nice. We look up heart, because that means we can complete our 3 hearts thing. I'm just gonna grab our half of our heart here, because we actually got trapped because we couldn't combine a 3/4 of a heart with a half a heart. Pretty nice. Full heart. Yum yum. Now this wonderful, beautiful little rotten heart has tried to deceive us, so you will jump off the edge just like my sword did a while back. Sad face. Okay, so next, what did we do? Well, we if our mouse scroll will work, please work. Please work. It's not even scrolling. Okay, 7, 6, 8. There we go. Oh god, please just let me go. Please, thank you. Okay, so then we go back a little bit, and now we can do Feel My Power. Resonant Flux Capacitor. Now, I don't think it actually has to be full. We just have to make one. So then we get a potion flask, which is actually a flight. Pretty cool. Now that we'll do next episode. Hell's Kitchen. Did I do anything in here? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. What about steel power beads and trees? No. You're a wizard, Steve. Nope. But for the hoarding, yes. I completed quite a few, in fact. Digital storage. This one was something that we created everything the same, except we just never inputted them. So I implanted them, and we get 2 full hearts and a reward bag. Pretty nice. That's a really good reward. 2 full hearts. Yum yum. That's 1. Brings us back up to 5. And number 2 brings us up to 6. Nice. We're recovering those those stupid lives that we lost. A reward bag, we got some fish jerky. Yum yum. I like fish jerky. It's pretty yummy. It's not actually that filling though. Quite yummy though. Quite yummy. Okay, that was pretty much useless, but let's go back. We got 2 lives out of it, which was nice. Now, digital storage. This one was basically the crafting. So what we did was we built that, pretty much, remember? That's everything that we did here. Everything we've done on camera. So let's claim our reward. Probably should have claimed this first, because we get 4 ME interfaces from it. Pretty nice. Now, these guys we will end up using in the future, so I'm just going to toss them in there. And we ended up getting another full heart. Pretty nice. Now we're up to 7 lives. As well, we got a yellow heart canister. Isn't that funny? Because, for some reason, our inventory isn't working properly. I think if we hit B, no. H, maybe J, K, L, P, Q, O. Oh, there we go. Click O, and you can open your inventory, and you can put this yellow heart canister right there. Now, what that will provide us is, look at my hearts. What's that? Yes, every time you get a red heart canister, you can produce some extra lives. Some extra red hearts, which will bring you 10 more. You can stack up to 10 onto here, onto the red heart canisters. Then you can get yellow heart canisters, which will even get 10 more. You can stack up 10 more of these. And some green heart canisters, which, again, 10 more of those. Pretty nice. And now our inventory is fixed. We can do it properly now. And then as well, we got a greater reward bag. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, nice. We got some more of those saplings. I like these. Peppercorn, bananas, mango, pear, avocado, lime, and nutmeg. These are different saplings than we usually get. That's cool. We're going to have to definitely set up a tree farm with that. That'd be really nice. Just like those lemon and peach saplings that we tried out before. And let's take a look at the next quest that we've claimed. Haven't claimed this one yet, because that's the one we're crafting now. But I'm pretty sure I did a bunch more. Go with the flow. Pretty nice. We did fluid management. That's just an ME fluid import and export buses. Pretty simple crafting recipes, along with a fluid storage monitor, and a liquid crafter and a cyclic assembler. Now these I don't think I had to give anybody, so those I just crafted, and they should be somewhere in my system. In fact, proof that I actually crafted them for you guys is in, whoops, not in there. Maybe it's not. There it is. So these are all the items that I crafted. Can't use them for anything just yet. The fluid we might use next episode if we want to do our mob farm. Maybe not. You never know. Now that that's done, we're going to get a 64k fluid storage. That's a nice reward. And I'm going to select the middle bag. That was a really nice reward. Got a full heart. Yum yum. And as well, we got some fluid import and export buses. That's going to help us when we get into doing some fluids. Just toss those in there, though, for now, at the moment. And toss you in there, along with my 64k storage. In fact, I'm going to pop my 64k storage right in there. Pretty cool. That is just some extra storage for it. Now, what else? Oh, we got another greater reward bag. What can we get? Ooh, we got some blackberry seeds. Pretty sure I already got these, but good enough, I guess. Yes, don't worry, I did get a lot of rewards. We still got more coming, I think. Now, I believe we've got a few more coming. We go down to the bottom, or not. Nope. I guess that's everything, guys. So, that was quite a nice reward. Oh man, we're missing silicon. That's the problem. We've been crafting this the whole time, and now we're out of silicon. That sucks. Just gonna have to get some soda quartz going, and because this guy isn't going to craft anything, I can just pop those in there, and it's gonna be able to do that. Pretty nice. Now, once it gets 1 silicon, it'll be able to craft 1, and what's gonna happen is it's gonna create some of these basic processors, but won't be able to smelt them up because the furnace is full. So basically, what's gonna happen is it's just gonna have to wait for the silicon. It's going to say that it's still crafting them, but it's going to have to wait for this silicon to empty out of the furnace. Now what should happen is we should get some things in here, but maybe not. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So that's what's gonna happen. So, I mean, I guess that's it, guys. I guess that's it for today. We got quite a few nice and handy things. I'm actually gonna throw this in here because this will, thanks to our import bus, go straight into our system as we need it. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Next episode, hopefully, we'll get more done on camera and less explaining of stuff. But, I mean, you know how it is. You know how it is, guys. Hopefully, this guy will be done crafting as well. I might actually wait for this guy to be done crafting on camera. Or if we stop with a problem, then I can always go ahead and record and let you guys know about the problem and let you know about the solution that I've come up with. But yeah, as you can see, it's going to take quite a while because, as you can see, we have to produce 1 tera storage cluster, which is 3 giga storage clusters, which 3 mega storage clusters, which is 2 kilo storage clusters. Now that's pretty cool because we've actually got one more below that. If we take a look at storage, I think, because we look at storage, we still need this tera storage cluster. Now the only thing is this tera storage cluster needs 3 giga storage clusters, which needs 9 mega storage clusters. Well, we only need 3, which means 6 are already done crafting. Pretty nice. Which each of these will need, since we need 3, okay, let's say we need 3. Well, we needed 9 actually. So that's 27 kilo storage clusters. It says we only need 2, which means we've crafted 25 already. Now, as well, we've got 2 storage clusters, pretty nice, because these guys are all the little steps that come into making these guys. So, when you think about it, it's actually going quite fast. Pretty cool. This is the slowest part, is crafting these and smelting them down. Slowest part of our system. Okay. So I've been rambling on for a little bit. Hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Next episode, we're going to do something more productive. I would like to get that grinder going over there and get our system going. And one last thing before we go, I just want to let you know that I tested it. Grinders actually can't face upwards, sadly. So I had to create a nice shaft, and I came up with a solution for it, and you guys can see that next episode when we actually do that. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I gotta answer the phone. Bye bye.